Hello everybody, welcome to the end, the beginning of the end. We're starting at the end of the day. Gents, you all right?
Good.
Spot on.
Yeah? We've had a full-on day, loads been going off.
250 race.
Oh my gosh. Starting with we'll get to the 250s, all right? We'll get there.
Come on then.
Hey, you remember when he won a 250 race? Has he told you that story yet?
God, no, we don't want to hear it. Let's rewind back to the start of the day. We had a cracking chat with Rob Fisher and his passenger, Boyd Hutchinson. You'll see that feature soon. But amazing to see that outfit, amazing to see Rob. It was a good chat, wasn't it?
Yeah, great, really good, dead relaxed and proper into having another lap round here, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
Boyd's not done a lap round here in 30 years. But, you know, Rob did a couple of laps a few years ago and the last one would be 2023, Psycho Centenary. So there were me and Ben and Dave Molyneux and Callum Crowe and Rob. And I can't remember his passenger, Sarah Stoko.
Yeah, it was
So
Sarah.
us three got
Did he
through a lap
mention
together.
being worried about remembering everything?
Well,
or?
yeah, a little
Could you
bit,
tell?
but he's dead switched on, like super fit, keeps himself absolutely mint trim.
Yeah.
And he's like into it. And he was talking about floating around bike, and you know, but he's a bit nerved up because Rob's going to have a bit of a go. You know what I mean? He's still like on form with the job.
He's going to be chasing those bikes down,
yeah,
isn't he?
He's got a bit of a job on.
Right, then we saw, hey, listen, Between the Hedges special. And it is a special one. The man behind the camera has been editing it for time, but it was well worth it. We had the premiere just behind us down on the fan park.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah,
It was special, wasn't it?
Proper goosebumps moment. Yeah, it was. You know, the good crowd. A lot of people
Yeah.
come to watch it. John was down at the front watching it himself, and you could just see him sort of welling up a bit, and a lot of memories coming back. And he stood up at the end, didn't he, and just
Yep. Took the applause.
really, really appreciated what he was seeing. But it, you know, not just the production levels. Yeah, the dead eye, and it's an amazing thing to watch. But the stories and the emotion that were coming out of people, his rivals, or you know, people who look up to him, and just giving their bit about John. And everybody's got a bit about his 30-year career, haven't they?
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Loved it.
Available on YouTube. Go and watch it right now. Lee, let's get on to some racing. Unless you've got any insight into the paddock or the atmosphere or what's been happening today.
Do we have to talk about the big bike race first?
Big bike race first, please.
I'm still not fully understanding. We were watching the times, right? So obviously, well, not obviously, Michael Dunlop won the race.
Can we tell everybody what it was?
Yeah, fire away. You need to bring some facts to this show.
The classic Formula One race. So essentially what is nowadays the RST Superbike race. Big bikes, 750s, S-Rads, ZX6s.
ZX7, 750s.
Oh, sorry, ZX7s. What else is there? What else is there in there?
Yamaha,
Ducatis,
YZ
Ducati was in there,
750s.
Yeah,
Loads of stuff.
Predominantly
Reese
ZXR
Hardesty on his
750s.
RG 500.
That
Yeah.
was impressive.
And he finished the race.
Yeah. Any
was
man that
amazing.
can do 3 laps here on an RG 500.
Yeah, he's a braver man than me.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to the times, what's up?
Michael Dunlop went very, very fast on a Strad 750 Suzuki. I mean, very fast. 129 mile an hour lap.
It was 129 dead, weren't it?
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
it was at one point, it was at 129 and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
On a 750,
Equally as impressive though, Jamie Coward did a high 28.
Yep.
yeah, broke the lap record.
Under lap record,
Broke the previous,
yeah.
on
And
ZXR
he
750.
wasn't dead happy with his bike setup. He thought there were more, and
Yeah.
he thought that Michael had just sort of seen him and used him as a bit of a carrot. So if he can do a bit earlier on, he thinks he's got a bit more in the tank, which is
Yeah.
exciting for the senior race later on in the week.
But the
that'd be
biggest
good.
news was the man that's been fastest all week,
Yeah.
Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were watching the sectors and he did the same lap speed on the second lap on some of the sectors. But then he said there was a throttle problem. I don't know if he said the throttle was sticking or it wouldn't clear
He
or...
couldn't like close it properly. It was basically opening into turns.
Yeah,
And
running
making him
on.
tuck the front. And, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he battled through it, and they've got some other ideas for the senior race. But yeah, the man who was the early pace setter, he got shown today, didn't he, by Dunlop? You know, he just quietly went about his business in the practice and just built it up and then put it all together race day. And it's like, he didn't look like getting stopped today, did he, on that Suzuki?
And there are some nice looking bikes, but I've got to say that Suzuki does look the best out there.
It's probably the most... I wouldn't say it's the best looking bike, but mechanically, trick-wise,
Yeah.
it looks trick. Like Strad Suzuki's a bit of an ugly. That's only my personal opinion.
Get out.
The seat unit and stuff. It's like the back of a bus in it, but
Yeah, but it looks cool though.
the makings of the rear sets, the handlebars, it looks trick. It's
You're
well
running a
put
dry
together.
clutch as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until today. Just heard him
Yeah.
when he set off out the pits again. Just that little rattle. I thought, what's that?
Yeah.
And then, I think it was John stood next to me. He said, yeah, you run a dry clutch on that.
Yeah.
Proper.
Right, shall we leave this one up to Lee Johnston? The 250 race, Lee. If you don't give us play-by-play, every detail of this race, what went on, you are unequivocally sacked.
First lap was really good, close. I think the biggest gap was 3 seconds, back down to possibly a second and a half coming into the pits. Michael pit stop was 7 seconds faster than Mike Brown's pit stop. I don't know if it had to be just fuel because they don't do anything else in the pit stop, so it had to be the volume of fuel needed in the Yamaha, or else I didn't see the tank cap or anything being an issue.
No, I don't think they were. The issue is, I reckon, the Paget's guys, the hose was over, I don't know who were filling it, but the hose was over his shoulder. But when you looked across to Eddie Laycock's team, the hose was down and long. And I was talking to a couple of lads in pits and they were saying, that's wrong. It's got to be up high over your shoulder.
Of course, it's got to drain down, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to come down to come back up.
Science.
See the way even Chris figured that out?
Science.
I'm proud of you,
Physics,
mate.
that.
Proud of you. What's up must come down.
Exactly.
Well done.
And the more up it is, the quicker it'll come down.
Do you want more facts?
Keep going, yeah.
So yeah, pulled 7 seconds in the pits, and then on that continuous lap out of the pits, he pulled it out to, I think it was 13.5, 14 seconds across the mountain. And then obviously Mike broke down on the mountain mile, which probably means the bike nipped up.
Yeah.
And then it was like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 second back to Mick Sweeney. So he didn't really have to push on the last lap, but he still did 119.5.
He said he'd rolled on the last
Yeah.
lap. I was just cruising, just riding my bike back. Well, I think there's often something in that. You know, when you just switch off from that 100% and you just do a
Especially
fast
on that
cruise.
type of bike as well.
And then we're looking after it and riding it nice clean lines everywhere, and 119 mile an hour.
But it sounded, listening to the Tannoy at a Ramsey Hairpin and stuff, he was the only one not slipping the clutch, so he had a little bit more low down and the bike cleared out quick and stuff. It sounded good. That Honda of Clive's is a work of art.
The Malenko by Paget's Honda was absolutely on fire.
Yep.
Nice to see them back on the top spot.
Good podium, wasn't it, all round?
Yeah, third place.
Reece Hardesty,
Yeah.
what a day he's had. You know, like a 250 race is a war of attrition, and they've had trouble with that bike all week. They hadn't completed a lap on it, apparently. And he managed to get it over the line for third place, like really, really emotional down there.
Yeah.
He had a brilliant day, because like we said, he got the finish on the RG 500, so yeah, that's off to that lot. But Mick Sweeney, he's a character, and it's great to see him up there.
I think he swore 3 times on the radio. And then apologised. I don't know if it was his mum who was apologising or to who, but yeah.
Yeah, we were going to have him on here, but we just
You
couldn't
can't,
risk it. We couldn't risk it.
The Boy Scouts who were up there holding the flag,
He drenched him.
drenched one
Poor
of them.
kid.
Bless
I
him.
know, bless him. But that wasn't the only race that was out there. So we had lightweights, which was the 250s, but then we had the new race, which was the ultra lightweights, which was the 400s and the 125s. How cool was it to see a 125 back out on the on Glen Crutchley Road setting off?
I've never heard a bike sound like that in my life.
What was that?
That's a 125.
Please add it in.
One of them sheep you've been
Please
chasing
add it
around
in the
mountain.
Crazy Frog to that clip.
Was it, or was it not good seeing them?
Yeah, but they didn't sound like
They
that.
sounded exactly like that.
No,
You know what? When
it
you
was
watch
good
this
seeing
bike,
them. I tell you what,
you'll know.
I would actually like to ride a 400 around here. It looks like the ideal bike of capacity size to sit on, so you're not cramped on it. It's not crazy fast. All them things. How fast was Joe Loughlin?
Oh my God! So that's Joe came here at the TT in 2022 when it returned, and he came as a newcomer. Was riding Locker's. Was he riding Locker's pattern? I think.
I think
If I
so.
remember
He's
rightly.
definitely rode for him in the past because I've raced him at the
Or the
Northwest and
CBR
the Ulster
600,
Grand Prix
yeah.
and places like that, and he is fast. He is a fast motorbike rider. I believe, this is what I've been told on the grapevine, he left bike racing to go and build a house. I don't know if that's true, but a friend of mine said, I said, where's he been? What's happening? He says, oh, he's went to build a house. The house is now built, so Joe has returned.
Brilliant.
And he plans to come back to the TT next year.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, with a performance like that, he needs to do the TT.
How good was that to get his A in, though? You know,
Oh yeah. Especially on one of those bikes.
Yeah.
Say it. Tell us.
113.2 was it?
I think so, yeah.
Fastest ever lap on a fastest ever lap on a 400, beating
Jim Moody in '93, and he was like 112.
Jim Moody.
Yeah. Yeah, and like an on-form, hard-charging, angry Jim Moody.
Yeah.
He won't have been angry, not Jim Moody.
No, probably
Sorry.
not.
So that's the first time Joe's been on a bike round here since 22.
Believe so.
Unbelievable.
That's
Yeah.
if you're 22 dates, right? But it's the first
I think
time
it
he's
is.
been here in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you say, a great class to have a reintroduction into.
Yeah.
You know, you're not too nervous like you would be on a 250. You know, it's a different world to ride one of them, isn't it? But 400 class, brilliant. Yeah.
Ultra lightweights class.
Sorry.
That could be your entry class, I reckon.
I reckon so. I reckon I'd do well on a 400.
Yeah. Lose about 10, 12 stone. Yeah. Let's do something realistic.
Well, I thought he wanted to bring back electric bikes.
Let's
so what
wrap
he was
this
saying
up.
last night.
Let's wrap this up.
Hang on, what about the rest of the podium?
Finish it off then.
Owen Monaghan,
Yep.
second, and then local lad Paul Cassidy, third.
Yeah, that would stop.
Dead popular.
I apologise, gents. You reserve the plaudits and you deserve the plaudits and the respect. So apologies. Yeah, they were really good rides as well.
Yeah, bloody
Quite
well,
emotional
mate,
in the Parc Fermé for those guys as well, weren't
Yeah,
it?
loads of local support, and you know, you see them guys complete the 3 laps. You know, they're all blowing and they're all dead excited, and it's a massive achievement.
Yeah.
You know, whatever your lap time is, it's a big achievement, and hats off to them.
Yeah.
I think a few of them are on their own bikes as well.
Yeah.
Which that means more. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
great winning on somebody's bike, and we're lucky enough to be given these bikes.
Yeah.
The riders come here, but
But to
something
put it
that's
together
yours
yourself.
is that means more than anything.
Yeah, Paul puts a hell of a. Well, I know Paul personally puts a lot of work, time, and effort into his bikes, doesn't he? So amazing.
Just going to do a little bit of a nod. You know,
Oh, well.
we had a great interview with Clive about the 250 and where it's done, and Clive's relationship with TT racing. But just listening to the interviews in the winners' enclosure there, and so Michael's dad Robert, he rode for Clive in '93 on 125 and 250, and then his I think it was a Medway RC45.
Yeah.
So he crashed that, didn't he, in practice, and had horrendous injuries. So he never got to actually race for Clive on the 2 smaller bikes. So Michael was saying, he picked the phone up to Clive and said, I'd like to finish what my dad started, sort of thing. So it's really poignant and fitting that he's come here and won that 250 race on Clive's 250.
We've also got 2 more races coming up tomorrow. We've got Historic Senior, which is the bigger of the old school bikes from
Yeah.
the 60s and the 70s. John's going well in that.
The patterns and the
Yeah.
big Nortons and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a good old battle, that is. Dunlop was going really good in qualifying. John,
It's going to be hard to beat that.
it's going to be
path.
hard to beat John,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then we've got the Classic Junior, which is the new class again, another new class, which is the 600s. So again, SRAD 600, GSXR 600, ZXR,
R6s,
FZR 600. Is anyone running FZR, or are they mainly on the R6?
R6s, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like steel frame carb.
Yeah.
R6s.
So that's going to be a good
Proper
one.
bikes.
Yeah, real
Proper.
bikes. Real bikes for real men. Thanks, everybody. Join us again tomorrow for more of the daily roundup from the Classic TT. Cheers, gents.